So, good evening. How are you all? I hope you can hear me well. If you can't hear me properly, let me know and I will do something to improve the connection a little bit. So, first of all, Alok Sadhu asked me to give him a shout out. So, hi Alok. Alok's a new student with us. So, good evening, Ankit. So, we're going to have a class as we always do. Okay, good evening, Boyka, as well. So, good evening, Emin. And good evening, Om. Hello, Monsieur. Okay, so our first question here is, time flies when you're... What goes with the rest of this? Okay, I'm glad you can hear me, Ankit. Good evening, Keen. So, yes, so we have this first question here. Time flies when you're having... I've given you... fill in the blanks, Arif. So, time flies when you're... What goes in the space? Yeah, we need to know what goes in the space. So, time flies when you're... Thank you, Nora. That's the right answer, Nora. Good evening, Victor Gabriel. So, and that's the right answer as well. And Daily Science Feed, having fun. Absolutely. So, time flies when you're having... fun. Yeah, so I hope you're having fun. So when, Lolly, not where, but when. Yeah, having fun. That's the idea to it. Okay, so maybe we'll try another one. Next one's reasonably easy as well. Yeah, they have this saying in English, time flies when you're having fun. But time is very subjective. If you're doing lots of things and you're really busy, then time goes really rapidly. If you're bored and have got nothing to do, time passes ever so slowly. That's it, Lolly. Well corrected. Yeah, so we say in English, time flies when you're having fun. So here we go. Here's the next one. He's been partying all night and has been trying to study all day. He's been burning... Okay, so, Tanetra, the midnight oil. That works, the midnight oil. And do you know another one as well? Manjira said candles, but I want... That's it, Lolly. So, we've got two answers to this. Either burning the midnight oil... or burning the candle at both ends. Yeah? He's been hitting the books, I guess. Okay? So burn the midnight oil, or to burn the candle at both ends as well. Yes, so both of those idioms work. To burn the candle at both ends or to burn the midnight oil. So, hello. Mic on. Yes, good evening again. You've been with us before. So, let's see. Let's try another one. It'll probably take a second to come through on the feed. But yeah, to burn the midnight oil, to be working all day, or working all day and having fun all night, or burn the candle at both ends. It's got exactly the same idea. Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of you burn the midnight oil or burn the candle at both ends. Okay, let's try the next one then. To attempt to prevent a problem that has already occurred. To do something too late. Yeah? To take action after the event has, the sad event has happened. So, good evening, Vitaly. Yes, absolutely. Time flies when you are frittering away your time. So, to close the after the has, and Vitalie's got this one right already. Okay, so to attempt to to prevent a problem that's already occurred. So that's it. Head through this. Well done. That's a good answer. I like that. Fled. Normally in English, Manjira, we use the verb to bolt. Whoops. And bolted. To bolt means to run away. Yeah? When the rabbit saw the lion, it bolted. Yeah? It ran for all it was worth. So, to close the stable door after the horse has bolted. Notice a stable is where a horse lives. Yeah? And to bolt is to run away. Yes, so absolutely. That's it, Manu. To the stable door after the horse has bolted. Okay, good evening, Anderson. So we better put another one here for it to get loading. Okay, so if you close the stable door after the horse has bolted, or to shut the stable door, or to lock the stable door, yeah, it's like I don't know, installing a fire alarm after you've had the fire. Yeah, so it's to take the remedial action, to put something that is proactive but a bit late. To put the horse before the cart. Yeah, I guess that works in this. So I don't know either, Harry. Is there anyone else who can't see me? Ooh, Shidu, that's really good. So Shidu, can you get the other one that works as well? His criminal record for violent crime makes it very difficult for him to get a job. Well done, Vitaly. That's the other one. That's the other one. So, a criminal record is like and that's good, Nora. Well done. So, either is like either an albatross or a millstone around his neck. So it's something from your past that caused a problem. Both of these idioms, an albatross around your neck and a millstone around your neck, are in my channel. Let's see, an albatross is a great big seabird. Yeah, and this actually comes from a poem called The Ancient Mariner, where the sailors believe that it's unlucky to kill an albatross, and one of their crew kills an albatross, and they make him wear it round your neck. A millstone is a great big piece of stone that they use in a watermill, normally, to grind corn, that goes round and round. So, an albatross around your neck or a millstone around your neck. Yeah? So, I don't know, not speaking English can be a bit like an albatross around your neck if you're trying to find a job. Yeah. So, well, we could use phrasal verbs, but I like doing idioms because they're fun. So, let's see. Here. Be proactive, not retroactive. So do something to stop the problem happening, not act after the problem has happened. Yeah? So an of is better than a of. This one looks difficult maybe. So, am I going to put... You've read the poem with the albatross. It's called The Ancient Mariner. So, here, you guys have got a problem with this one, I think. I'm going to put the first word then, an ounce. So, an ounce of what? An ounce of what? So, there we go, Boyka. Retroactive is acting after a problem has happened. Proactive, acting before. Retroactive is reacting. So proactive, you do something to stop a problem happening. Retroactive, you try and resolve the problem after it's happened. And that's very good from Boyka and Maesh. Yes, an ounce of, okay, and yeah, with each question I push the envelope, absolutely. Because if you're here, your English is probably pretty good. Well done, Alok Sadhu. So, let's see. I need to put this in the right place. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Yeah? An ounce of prevention is better than the pound of cure. An ounce of water is better than a gallon of oil. So, let's see. This is saying it's much better to prevent problems from happening than to try to resolve the problems after they've happened. That's it, Mansio. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So a little bit of work trying to stop a problem from happening is much better than trying to resolve the problem after it's happened. Yeah, so this is the idea of this. An ounce of prevention is better than the pound of cure. So he did it incredibly quickly. He did it before you can say... Yes, it is David Valencia, exactly. A stitch in time saves 9. Yes, Ankit as well. Yes, you can, very definitely. Okay, Vitalia, you're always in there with the answers. Do you know the other possibility for this one as well? No, we don't have. Before you can say is a specific word or a pair of words. It's somebody's name. So, I think only Vitalia knows this one. And Alok, yes, that's it, Alok. That's very good. It seems like you've got a good level, Alok. Okay, so he did it before you can say Jack Robinson. The other possibility for this is they also say before you can say knife. Yeah, but I much prefer before you can say Jack Robinson. That's it. Good evening, Vero. I guess Jack Sparrow might be a modern version of it. Yeah, he did it on the double. He did it very fast. Okay, a chaplain and a chaplaincy. A chaplain is a type of priest. Yeah, very often in the army or at a school or something like that. I've looked and looked for who this Jack Robinson guy is, but I can't find an answer. So if anybody can find an answer, then I'd be interested to know. Okay, so to do something very quickly. So let's see, I've posted the next one and it'll be up here before you can say Jack Robinson. That's it, head through this. To do something quickly. To do it before you can say Jack Robinson. I think the next one you know, and you're all going to answer me before you can say Jack Robinson. Yeah? So you're all going to get this one. So similar people tend to socialise together. Of a flock together. This one even rhymes. Yeah, very good, Shidu. Very good, Vitaly. Yes. Okay. So, does anyone else want to have... Good, Tanetra. That's very good indeed. And Alok. Yeah, well done. Javi, yes. It looks like you can see this one as well. Count Beauty. Good. Birds of a feather flock together. And Vero. And Maesh. Yes, we got lots of answers for this one. I think some of the questions I've asked you this evening are pretty difficult. Birds of a feather flock together, Manjira. So birds of a feather flock together. Yeah? Birds of a feather flock together. That's the phrase we use. Socialise. So birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, I think birds of a feather, by a feather I think they mean of a similar type. They've got similar characteristics. Okay, Boyka, mutual, not neutral, mutual. Okay, I think it's time to change, and I think it's time to go with the story. So let's see. This story today is really easy. It's called The Fisherman and the Little Fish. So a fisherman, somebody who goes fishing, and the little fish, the little baby fish. We've got a couple of questions with it as well. It says, what did the fish say to the fisherman, and what moral would you give to the story? It's a pleasure, Boyka. It's what I'm supposed to be doing. So, the fisherman and the little fish. What did the fish say to the fisherman, and what moral would you give the story? Sugar boo. I don't know what... sugar I know. I don't know what a sugar boo is. So, let's see. The Fisherman and the Little Fish. One day, a poor fisherman caught nothing but one very small fish. The fisherman was about to put it in his basket when the little fish said, "Please spare me, Mr. Fisherman. I'm so small. It's not worth your while carrying me home. When I'm much bigger, I shall make a much better meal." So, but the fisherman quickly put the fish into his basket. Then the fisherman said, "What a fool I would be to throw you back. However small you may be, you are better than nothing." So, let me read it again. You need to answer the questions. What did the fish say to the fisherman, and what moral would you give to the story? So one day, a poor fisherman caught nothing but one very small fish. The fisherman was about to put it in his basket when the little fish said, "Please spare me, Mr. Fisherman, spare me. I'm so small, it's not worth your while carrying me home. When I'm bigger, I shall make a much better meal." But the fisherman quickly put the fish into his basket. The fisherman said, "What a fool I would be to throw you back. However small you may be, you are better than nothing at all." So, let's see. We got some answers now. Yeah, so Minati, something is better than nothing. Good. Huh. Okay, you're asking questions. Huh. Minati, half a bread is better than no bread. I always think about that one. It depends how many people there are, Minati. If there are 5 people, half a bread is better than no bread. But if there are 1,000 people, no bread is better than half a bread. So, cash is better than a loan of tomorrow. That's good, Ashavin. Alok. The fish requested the fisherman to spare it for the time being and to catch it later when it's big. That's great. The fish pleaded for mercy. That's brilliant, Javi. Fat chance. I love it. Nora. The moral can be a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Good. Manjira. The fish begged the fisherman to spare him and assured him to await the day when he would be big enough to satisfy him. Very good indeed. Okay, so that's really good. I think the rest of you are probably still writing like crazy. So let's see. Look at this verb to spare, which Alok used. To spare means to let go. Yes, please spare me, Gertrudis. Please don't kill me. Please let me live. So, Lolly, the little fish said, not say, said to the fisherman that it would be better to wait for him to grow. Not that, to wait for him to grow. Lolly. Zamfam. The fish begged the fisherman to spare his life because he was small and wasn't worth it. Good. Let's see. In this story, Alok, the fish can talk. You can use it or you can use he and she because we are giving the fish human characteristics. Therefore, you can use it or he or she. It's up to you. So, but beauty. It said, please spare me. Good. The fish wanted to be released. The fisherman decided to keep the fish to himself. That was quite wise because it is better in the hand than pie in the sky. That was really good English, beauty. I'm very happy. That was really good English. Well done. So, Javi, don't leave for tomorrow what you can eat today. Absolutely. Boyka. The fish said to the fisherman, please let me loose. I'm very small and I can't make a good meal now. Maybe later I will grow fat and I could make a good meal. That's great, Boyka. Go on. The fish said to the fisherman that it wants to live. Good English. In front of a hungry stomach, compassion can't be expected. Good English, go on. 2 guys in the same difficult situation can't help each other. No problem, Lolly, you're here to learn. Gertrudis. 2. Small gain is worth more than a large promise. Great. Tanetra, the fish tried to outwit the fisherman. Absolutely. Manjira, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bushes. You could say in the bushes, although we normally just say in the bush, singular. Bushes is not wrong, though. Halit, I think the given moral is that when you are hungry, you are not yourself. I think that's true as well. We use will for future and would for hypothetical future. Manu, the fish wanted to be spared. So, Manu, spared. S-P-A-R-E-D. Whoops, without the W. So, Manu, the fish wanted to be spared because it was very small. Good. Personification of the fish. Absolutely, Minati. Anthropomorphization. Boyka, better safe than sorry. Good. Manu. The fisherman preferred a little fish rather than nothing. Good English. Sandeep. The fish said to the fisherman to spare her because she is very small yet. Yeah, that would work. Well done. Good English. Okay, I'm going to paste this into our window. Let's see, Lolly. Moral. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Good English. No mistakes. Well done, Lolly. Zanfam. The moral could be some things are hard to come by, so don't be afraid to spend it. And set a proper balance between being stingy and frugal or bountiful. With that being said, it's also wrong to be merciless and heartless and callous. That's a brilliant phrase, Zamfam. Yeah, well done. That's great English. So we're going to read this now. Yeah. And let's see what says. The fish kindly urged the fisherman to emancipate her, as she would not be able to quench his hunger owing to her small size. I love the English in that sentence, That's a great sentence. Go on. The fisherman can't spare the fish's life, but I want to spare a dime for the fisherman. Not to the fisherman, for the fisherman. Go on. So let me read this. One day, a poor fisherman caught nothing but one very small fish. Easy. The fisherman was about to put it in his basket when the little fish said, "Please spare me." So we've got this verb to spare. Don't punish me. Don't kill me. Let me free. Let me get away without punishment. Don't kill me, spare me. It's like the gladiators who asked the emperor to spare them. So, Mr. Fisherman, I'm so small, it's not worth your while. It's too much effort. It's of no value to you, worth your while, carrying me home. When I'm bigger, I shall make you a much better meal. But the fisherman quickly put the fish into his basket. The fisherman said, "What a fool I would be to throw you back. However," notice this however, it doesn't matter how small you are. This is like whatever or wherever. Yeah? However, it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how small you may be. You are better than nothing at all. So, let's see. Ankit. The fish reminded the fisherman that patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Ooh, that's good, Ankit. Nora. Empty stomach. So an empty stomach, Nora, can hardly listen to anything except the butterflies residing in it for a time. To reside in. Okay, that was great, my friends. So let's change and let's try some questions. So, first question. First question's easy. How many legs does an ant have? How many legs does an ant have? Sandeep, the moral is something is better than nothing. That's a perfect example of the moral, Sandeep. So, now we have the questions. How many legs does an ant have? You all know this. How many legs does an ant have? An ant, how many legs does it have? How many legs does an ant have? So Count Beauty's in there first. Very good. Yeah? How many legs does an ant have? 8 is a spider, Boyka. 2 less. Okay, Julio. Very good. Mangira. It's 6, not 8. So, I'm going to have to write the answer to this one. How many legs does an ant have? 6. Spiders have 8. But an ant is not a spider, it's different. So Sandeep, 6, absolutely. Yes, go on. That's good. Okay. Alok, Minati, good. And moral for the fish. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. I think that's good. Okay, so let's try another one then. Name a type of edible oil. 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 So we're waiting for this to come through. So name a type of edible oil. An oil that you can eat. Very good. Sunflower oil, Minati. Habi, olive oil. Julio, olive oil. Count Beauty, sunflower oil. Go on. Sesame oil. I love sesame oil. So, Zamfan, honey's not an oil. Custard oil. Okay. Yeah, Zamfam, honey's not an oil. Honey is, it comes from the stomach of bees. So, Ashvin, olive oil. Boika, sunflower. Juana, olive oil. Maesh, canola oil. That's very American. Sandeep, sunflower oil. Tanetra, coconut oil. That was one I was waiting for. 6th of August 2020. Thank you very much. I've just realised, Boyka. Yeah, my bad. It should say September. I changed the 6th, but it's the September. Yeah? So, Halit, sunflower oil, Manjira, olive oil. You've just phased me a little bit, Boyka. Tanetra, olive oil. Ankit, mustard oil. And Boyka, olive. Manu, olio di oliva. Love it. Coconut oil in India. Coconut oil's great. So, extra virgin oil. Castor oil is not edible, I believe. Although they do give it to people when their stomachs hurt. Avocado oil. That sounds really nice, Redrudis. So, let's try the next question then. Name something you would see in a children's playground. Name something you would see in a children's playground. Name something you would see in a children's program, in a children's playground. You can't eat tar oil. Go on. It's not edible. Yeah. You can't eat engine oil either. Yeah, it's got to be edible. Good evening, Susanta. So, Alok, a seesaw. Yeah, it goes up and down. That's really good. A toy, a ball, a cot, fish oil, sorry. Yeah, that's very good. Victor, a swing. Count Beauty, a seesaw. Zamfam, a pram. Maesh, a slide. Go on, a jungle gym, that's great. Tom K, a sandbox. Sandeep, a seesaw. Lolly, a pail. Tanetra, a slide. Count Beauty, a slant, a slide. And Ashvin, a ball, definitely. Boyka, toys. Halit, seesaw. Zanfam, swing, slide. Joanna, sand. Yeah, a singing fountain. I think you'll be lucky. Julio, wooden car. And Sandeep, a merry-go-round. And Boyka with marbles. Okay, a buckle is what you've got on a belt. A spin top. A spinning top. Yeah? A swing or a seesaw. Okay, let's try another one then. Name a nation famous for its whiskey. Name a nation famous for its whiskey. Name a nation famous for its whiskey. Climb and slide is called they just call it a slide. They just call it a slide, Alok. Yeah? A sandbox. I would say a sandpit in British English, but sandbox is very American. Very good, Lolly. You're the first one in there. Yeah? So, Kihin, groundnut oil. That was good. So, Susanta, is Russia famous for its whiskey? I think maybe Scotland. So, Sandeep, Tom K, Alok. You see children. France is not very famous for whiskey. Zamfam, Scotland. Manu, Scotland. Thank you, Hubby. I was waiting for somebody to say Irish. Irish is good as well. Minati, Scotland. Absolutely counts. Scots. Rakesh, Canada. I think Canada definitely does make whiskey. So I think that's probably quite a good one. So let's try one last one and then we're going to stop. So what would you do with a pool table? What would you do with a pool table? Spain. Well, the Dick whiskey is not great, but I guess it works. Yeah, England makes whiskey as well, but Scotland's the famous nation for it. Scotland and Ireland. So, what would you do with a pool table? That's the question. What would you do with a pool table? Thank you, Sam Pham. Exactly. Exactly, Tom. Yeah, play pool. Play it. Absolutely. Billiard. Go on. Well done. Ankit. Play snooker. Count Beauty. Play pool. Monkey bars are still in the playground, but that works, David Valencia. Ashvin, play snooker. Ankit, I would play pool on the pool table. Good. Julio, play 8-ball. Manjira, correct. Zamfam, correct. Manu, correct. Okay, I think it's probably time for us to stop. We got right answers with Tanetra Rakesh. Notice, Victor Gabriel, it's not called a stick, it's called a cue. C-U-E. The stick that you use to play pool is called a cue, not a stick. So, my friends, we're going to stop now, and I will see you all next week. So, thank you very much indeed. It's been great having you. Take care. Bye for now.